Connected, Managing the Dueling Roles of an Educator. Written and produced by Sean Doyle and Nathalie Nardi. Janus, Roman god of archways and doorways, after whom the month of January is named. Often depicted as a double-faced head, he was a deity of beginnings. He was one of the principal Roman gods, the custodian of the universe. Janus was usually represented with two bearded heads placed back to back so that he might look in two directions at the same time. Symbolic for entrances or exits, his chief function was as guardian deity of gates and doors. Hello friends, my name is Savi Scholastic, and we're here today to talk about how you as an educator can get connected, using a strategic tool known as a personal learning network to enhance your role as a faculty agent and a service provider in the higher education industry. Much like Janus, the Roman god that was faced with managing the gateways of the universe, educators in the higher education industry are faced with dual responsibilities that may be just as challenging, or close to it anyway. According to Levitch, 2009, faculty in the higher education industry act as agents that deliver services within predetermined academic and contractual boundaries. Shapiro, 2005, suggests that an agent is the representative of principals for an organization. An educator working within an institution of higher education is a faculty agent of that institution. Faculty agents are service providers to the student body of a higher education institution. Fulfilling the role of both a faculty agent and a service provider can be challenging. That's why it's important to get connected using a personal learning network. A personal learning network can be used by educators to strategically manage duties, responsibilities, and to meet professional obligations while enhancing the student learning experience. So, what is a personal learning network anyway? You may have a general idea, but let's use the general definition provided by Tobin in 1988. A personal learning network is an interactive support system designed as an information hub that provides an educator with the ability to share knowledge and build relationships within learning communities. A personal learning network can be viewed as a complex project that evolves over time. The typical educator's PLN will consist of very few channels of information and networking, including materials related to complying with institutional policies, scholarly print and digital media, mainstream media, colleagues, professional, acquaintances, family, friends, and will likely involve very little community engagement. As you can see, a well-connected educator will manage a greater amount of channels within his or her personal learning network. The faculty agent side of the model assists the faculty agent in managing obligations and meeting responsibilities, while the service provider component organizes information for the delivery of knowledge to the learners. But let's discuss this model in greater detail in a moment. Right now, it's important to chat about the most effective way a faculty agent can use his or her personal learning network for maximum career impact. A faculty agent has several ways to become social and to continuously improve in their role while maintaining all scholarly and professional development requirements. Two examples of socially oriented personal and professional development communities can be advantageous to an educator, including a community of practice and a faculty learning community. Wenger and Schneider, 2000, describe a community of practice as a group of people who share a concern or a passion for something they do and learn how to do it better as they interact regularly. A faculty learning community is a form of community of practice, but is geared toward the field of education. A faculty learning community is defined as a group of 6 to 15 members who engage in an active, collaborative program with a curriculum about enhancing teaching and learning. So how do you begin to get connected? By actualizing your personal learning network, that's how. An educator needs to think strategically and become organized and forward-thinking in an effort to meet faculty, agent, and service provider obligations and duties. A full-scale personal learning network should be designed to focus on each factor of importance to enable an educator's continuous improvement in both roles as a faculty agent and a service provider. These areas include the development of your self-concept, or otherwise known as your personal brand. It requires you to assess how assertive you really are and to improve upon it. Are you a subject matter expert? Of course you are. So hone in and target what you're passionate about and become the leading expert in that area. Lastly, you must have technical competency. Take your technical abilities to the next level to grow your capabilities and to manage your personal learning network. There are many resources and tools that can be used to build, organize, manage, maintain, and continuously grow and improve upon your personal learning network. Let's start with meeting institutional obligations. To be or not to be connected is the question. It's time to practice what we preach. As faculty agents and service providers of learning institutions, it's time to get involved in our communities of practice, organize our data, and use new tools to deliver knowledge and wisdom to our learners. Now that we know that a personal learning network is a strategy that can help us manage our dueling roles as educators, don't you think it's time to get connected? This is Savvy Scholastic signing out. Until next time, goodbye.